My fellow Latin Americans, I came here today to address the state of our economy. For far too long, our nation has been confined by dominating industries with zero competition. We've been promised prosperity, yet only received inflation and immense debt. Heavy state control doesn't benefit our nation the way private industries could. Shielding our markets from competition doesn't build any national strength like the government thought it would. With the government controlling companies, it makes the process incredibly slow, slower than what it should be. But if we introduce private companies and a free market, everything would be more efficient. No government regulation over our market is the correct path for Latin America. Other nations that have opened their economies by inviting private companies have grown much stronger. Our society would improve immensely. The United States and the Reagan administration have a market-centered policy favoring privatization of public services and believe in the efficiency of free markets. For example, the Postal Reform Act of 1970 in America switched to private mail companies instead of just the United States Postal Service. Reagan also allowed major tax cuts. If we followed the same policies as America, we would prosper, maybe even more so than the United States considering the vast number of exports that we have. We need to take initiative, and together we can become a better nation. One way we can do this is by inviting foreign investment. Foreign investment brings in new technology, funds, new businesses, creates more competition, new jobs, and reduces government involvement. Another way is by establishing an open market. The pros outweigh the cons. An open market would cause competition between companies. Competition pushes firms to lower costs and improves the quality of product. The consumer gets to make the choice of what branded product they want. This gives businesses motivation to create strong and dependable products for consumers, benefiting both the producer and the consumer. The task at hand isn't to disregard the state, but to refocus it. There's no need for our government to control sales. The government must provide stability and enforce the competition we so desperately need in Latin America. We must invest in education to create ideal conditions that privatization can flourish in. College education goes a long way. I, myself, was educated at Harvard University, where I learned what an open market can truly do for an economy. It shouldn't be what Latin America can do, but the easiest and best way to do it. Whatever's the most economically feasible is the correct path for Latin America.